Hey guys, so as you may or may not be able to tell, I'm still sick, and right now I'm making myself some hot chocolate, so don't mind me. So Blank Dream, let's talk about this. This game, I'm gonna say flat out, reminded me a lot of Kingdom Hearts, as in, it wasn't complicated at all until the end, where everything got so much more complicated. And I don't know why it did, but it did. And you know, I don't know if I'm happy about that or not. This game, though, it's not a bad game. It definitely wasn't what I expected, but it wasn't a bad game. Now, what I mean by it wasn't what I expected was, I thought... Yeah, I'm gonna need some more water. I thought that it was going to be one of those games where it's like, oh, hey, this is just gonna be a scary game, and it's gonna have very little backstory. But it actually had a lot of backstory. I didn't necessarily like how I couldn't really keep track of what was going on at all times, because... like, now, like, looking back, the game makes so much sense, but playing it, I was so confused. Yeah. My brain can't work, I'm sorry. The ending, though, how, I liked how it all, like, tied together, and how everyone was involved, but it was kind of just like, oh, hey, this ending, it's way more complicated than I thought it would be. And don't get me wrong, I don't think this is a bad game. I mean, it's good. It's a good game for what it was. I'll say that. For playing it, it's good for what it was. Would I replay it? No, I wouldn't. But, like, it had some shining moments, and it has some not shining moments. But other than that, like, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it's a game, but... you know, it didn't really ever touch me like any of the other games I've played. Like, it didn't necessarily grasp me at all. I remember watching it just like part one of Markiplier's playthrough, and I'm like, oh yeah, that game looks totally fun. And then I play it, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like, let's have really horror, scary moments, and then as much backstory as we can crammed into the end, which I didn't necessarily like. Like, I couldn't understand really what was going on, and I didn't necessarily like that all of them were just here because of her. You know, I thought it'd be cool that, oh, hey, we have all these separate backstories, and she's gonna, like, make it so that way they all just, like, don't go away, you know, or like that they can go away and be happy and not like all connected. So that kind of shocked me, and I'm like, oh, okay, this game didn't really move me to tears. It didn't really evoke any emotions out of me. That's my own personal opinion. I mean, for some people, it probably evoked a whole ton of emotions, but for me, it didn't do anything. It was a game. It was there. That's it. That's really it, you know? It was good for what it was, but other than that, it didn't add anything to my life. It didn't take anything away from my life. It was just there. But I will say, I am excited to start playing the Boogeyman. I haven't recorded any of it yet, because right now at this point, I just edited part 11 for Blank Dream. Like, in real time, that's what's happening, but obviously this is going to come out later. So, I probably would have played a little bit of the Boogeyman right now. I'm excited because I actually have really enjoyed the Sandman and the Crooked Man. I enjoyed the Crooked Man more than the Sandman, but, you know, that's how things are. But I'm really excited to play that, and that playthrough is probably what I'm going to see you in next. So, I don't really have anything left to say here for this one. Alright, bye guys.